saw me, I don't think I had a beard. I was doing a deer live streams. It was 4 months ago, so I think we kind of just let it go a little bit. But heading fishing today. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I have done a video, and I have several reasons for that. Heading down to Low Falls, actually. So we're trying to kill two birds with one stone. Today's video is also a review video. RUNCL has contacted me several times since I did those deer live streams about 4 months ago, and they've been wanting me to do a review on their HEROISM Baitcaster. So I didn't know where the channel was going to go or what was going on with it. If I even wanted to continue doing it. And we'll get into that a little bit later after the fishing, so stick around. But so I finally said, you know what? Yeah, send it. Let's. They were gracious enough to send it, and we're gonna fish with it today, and I'm gonna put it through the ringer this year as far as bass fishing. Now, I do have my other bass rods with me. I have a spinning rod. I think I have 3 or 4 other bait casting rod and reels as well with me, and that's just so I can quickly throw a variety of baits. But if I notice that the fish are hitting, if we catch anything, if they're hitting on anything particular that I don't have tied on the HEROISM setup, I'll change it over and use it. But we'll start off throwing some soft plastics today. It's about 40 degrees. Got frost on the ground, so it's really cold, and it's a good time of year to get out here and catch some big bass. If you follow me, you know last year is around this time that I normally start bass fishing the same time every year. My year's broken down in fishing season and hunting season. I don't go by January, February, March. As soon as duck season's over, it's bass fishing and going to crappie fishing and cat fishing and stripers and back to hunting. So, but let's talk about this Baitcaster. So, I really like it. Anytime a company says, hey, we want to send you something for you to review, you're always like, I'm not saying you're taking a risk, but you don't know really what you're getting. And so I received a reel, and I really like it. It's a nice low profile Baitcaster, as you will see. 17.6 pounds of drag. It's got a 7:3 to 1 ratio, so it's a really good reel. Really smooth. That's one thing I like about it. It's really smooth, magnetic cast control. Like I said, really good drag on it. It's black and red, which I really do like. One of my favorite Baitcasters is the Abu Garcia Black Max, and to be honest with you, I think it's a little bit smoother than it. And fishing out here at Santee, you really do put your gear through the ringer. You know, you got stumps and logs and all kind of stuff down here. You know, deadfalls and hang-ups. So, you know, you really want something with a stout drag to pull these bass out. And I mean, there's always the opportunity to catch a big bass down here. I think the biggest one I had last year, I know I had one that was probably either 11 and a half or 12 get off at the boat. I've got a 10-4 on the wall, and it was way bigger than that. So, but really like the Baitcaster. Holds a good bit of line. I've got all my rigs spooled up with either 30 or 40 pound reaction tackle braid, so check them out. And I'll also put a link in the description where you can save 15% off of this Baitcaster. So that was very nice of RUNCL to send that as well as a link to check out their other products. They have several other types of Baitcasters, spinning reels, line, tackle organization. You know, they're a fairly new company from what I understand, and I think they're really trying to make their imprint in the fishing world. And so, you know, we'll give it a try. I've had this reel for several weeks now, and I've been using it around in the yard, pitching and flipping and stuff, and it's really smooth, and I tell you what, it will cast. Yeah, as the neighbors know by having fishing weights in their tree. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this boat put in. We'll get started, and like I said, it's gonna be cold today, but it is a good time to start bass fishing. And if you time it right, you can hit it down here at Santee where these big fish come up to get ready to spawn. You can find their staging areas. Oh man, you can have one heck of a day. But stay with us. I'm gonna get this boat put in. We can see if we can't catch any fish. All right, everybody, let's see what we can do today. It is chilly out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we're gonna start off fishing slow with, let's see here, we are going to use some 13 fishing We've got number 14 sweet red chili sauce and PB&J. So we'll start off with the sweet red chili sauce. This time of year, bass seem to really like red, anything with red in it. So we will try that. Let me get spot lock off. So here's the rig. This is the RUNCL HEROISM. It's a, like I said, 7:3 to 1 ratio. It's got a lot of ball bearings in it, as most of these reels do, but I've got this on the Luera. I think this is a 7-foot. Rod was only like 27 bucks. It's a medium action rod, and I've got 2 Lueras already, and I have those Sugeling reels on them, and the rods have seemed to do pretty good. I've caught several fish around that 40 to 50 pound range, and the rod definitely holds up. So I figured, what the heck, give it a shot on this this reel, and it matches it well. So now it is cold, like chilly. One thing about this time of year I've noticed is the bass do love these single trees. So that's what we're gonna start off with, and then move to fishing something else. Reel seems to do really good, casting wise. Really smooth, quiet. Like I said, it's got a hefty drag on it, 17.6. So, you know, if you need to really latch down on one and be able to pull it out of cover, I think it would handle that pretty well. So far, so good. Might at least try to get one fish on it. Hopefully a decent fish, mudfish, guard, don't matter. Just something to be able to, I wonder what that was. I'm telling you, man, this thing's a nice reel. Seems to handle really well. Handle really well. Seems to be balanced pretty well. So it holds 210 yards of 10 pound and 160 yards of 15 pounds. So, which I'm running braid. As we all know, braid's a little bit smaller diameter. All right, so we haven't had any bites on this particular worm here. So we are gonna swap it over to the PB&J. They might want a PB&J, who knows? Who knows? But I will say I do like these 13 fishing worms. Put a link in the description to them as well. So let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good there. Don't be upset if we start catching fish on it, because we done went through that whole area over there. That whole area. There was a fish right there. There was a fish right there. Dadgummit, come on now. You got to be kidding me. I don't know what it was, but we'll see if we can't get it. So, what did you think of the RUNCL heroism? Overall, I think it's a really good reel. Didn't get any fish on it today. Had that one bite. I've only been out here a couple hours, but as the season goes on and it gets warmer and these fish start to move up, I'm definitely shouldn't have a problem putting this thing to use. But overall, I think it's a really good reel. You definitely want to check them out. It'd be interesting to see, you know, how long they stay in business. So far, they seem to have a pretty good following. It'd be interesting to see what other kind of products they come out with as well. I kind of mentioned the fact that, you know, if y'all produced a catfish reel, that'd be pretty cool. You know, a round style baitcaster with a bait clicker, and, you know, a 40, 50, 60, and 70 series. You know, I think that'd be really cool. And they said they're going to talk to their development team and see, you know, what they can do. You know, you got Discafun, you got Sugaling, Cast King. You know, it's I think it's along one of those brands. But overall, I really do like this baitcaster. It's very smooth. Didn't have any issues with it today, other than catching fish. But be sure to click on the link in the description below to go over and see this reel along with other products. And like I said, there's a code for 15% off whatever you want to get. Not just this reel, they have several other types of bait casters, spinning reels as well. So yeah, it's a good day to get out and fish. And like I said, I want to talk a little bit about why I haven't been on as much lately. So YouTube had emailed me and said that they were not going to monetize my hunting videos, and they have demonetized some of my fishing videos. Pretty much gave me an alternative to remove the videos, or just have them demonetized. And so it kind of just made me mad, you know, and it should, you know, not just me, but other YouTubers that are in outdoors as well. We put a lot of time and effort into doing this, and, you know, with YouTube, they make a killing off our videos, and we make a, you know, very small margin unless you know, you're very popular and you have millions of subscribers and stuff like that. But I don't do this for the money. I don't. I have a really good job, and you know, I do this to show y'all, you know, my techniques, how I fish, ways to put big fish in the boat, and, you know, I try to do a variety of stuff as well. But it kind of just made me mad, you know. They demonetized a couple of my catfish videos. One of them, we had gone and caught some eater-sized catfish, and there was the thumbnail had them in the cooler. We went to the canal and had them in the cooler. They demonetized that, or had, you know, asked me to remove it. But yeah, the other reason is just being the only source of income at my house, with a wife and 3 kids, and the schedule I work. 2 weeks of days, 2 weeks of nights, 12-hour shifts. It's just, you know, finding time to get out here and do all this, because it really does take a lot of time to do it. And so, you know, I think I was kind of burning myself out on trying to get a video out a week, and then to be hit with, you know, the demonetization or threat of demonetization towards videos that really didn't need it. I mean, there was no need. I could see if it was something vulgar or, you know, inappropriate or something like that, but, you know, it definitely didn't need it. Kind of made me mad. Fish jumping over here behind me. So I thank you once again for all the support. I think I'm gonna try to cut it back to maybe doing 1 or 2 videos a month. I think that'll be good. You know, it won't be as monotonous as a lot of channels I see. They're just doing the same thing. You know, nothing different. Definitely get some crappie fishing, bass fishing, as you see, cat fishing. And if you want to see some more stuff on the farm, you know, comment below, let me know. I'll be doing a lot of stuff out there, getting ready for next deer season. We did have a good deer season though. We ended up putting 7 in the freezer. Crystal, my wife, shot her first one. Christian, my son, shot his first one, and I ended up shooting a 10-year-old 8-point that we ended up putting on the wall. I'll show them to you whenever I get him back. But yeah, it was good to get out today. It's about 63 degrees right now. Gonna pack up, head back home, and hopefully get out here soon and do some more fishing or something outdoors. But definitely comment below, let me know what you want to see. And as always, thanks for watching, and God bless. And be sure to check out RUNCL Fishing. Thank you, y'all.